Hey guys, it's Lauren from It's the Kellys. Today what I want to do is not necessarily do my most requested video, but I'm going to do the question that I get asked the most on a daily basis. So the whole reason that I made this channel was because as a hairstylist, where I see at least 10 to 15 clients a day, all of them know that I travel a lot, so naturally they all come in and ask me travel questions. And that's the whole reason that I made this vlog. Instead of, you know, telling everybody everything that I know, let me just go ahead and put it on YouTube and link you to the video so that then everyone can learn and not just the people that let me do their hair. So today is going to be a video of my number one asked question. Can you guess what it is? Okay, so before we get into it, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting our YouTube channel. Brian is not here today. He's at work. I honestly had to hurry up and film something because we put out videos Wednesdays and Sundays, and I had absolutely no content ready to go after my Santa Barbara vacation. So I hope you guys liked those videos. It was very fun, and I hope I wasn't too annoying to the people that I travel with, holding my camera up constantly. Hopefully my sister didn't mind, but I hope you guys are subscribed to our channel. There's the button right here. It really helps us out if you subscribe. We really love that you guys are watching. That's amazing. But if you could go ahead under this video box and press that subscribe button, it would really help us out a lot. Let's get into it. So the number one question that I get asked every single day at work is, Lauren, where should I go on my next trip? Like, you want me to pick where you want to go on your vacation? Like, okay, let's do it. All of the questions that you need to ask yourself in order to decide where to go on your next vacation. You guys, there's 195 official countries in the world, and honestly up to 249 depending on what list that you're looking at. I'm sorry, but I think like Aruba is a country, okay? Like on the official countries list, it's not, but like it's totally a country and it counts if you've been there. Go ahead and fight me. I've been to 68 countries. It is my goal to hit 100 countries before I turn 40, and I have about 4 years left. I went ahead and wrote my next countries that I really want to go to. So when I choose my next vacation, I look at that list, and that's totally different than what you guys need to do, because a lot of our viewers haven't really left the country a lot, or have maybe gone to a few countries but aren't super familiar with the rest of the world. And a lot of people are intimidated with the thought of international travel, and I promise it's not that scary. First, I would like to put a disclaimer that we are still in the midst of this COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, it sucks. It sucks so bad because there's a lot of countries that you just can't get to right now that are dream countries that are on your bucket list. There's a lot of countries that you have to jump through a lot of hoops to get into. If you're not vaccinated, you're probably not going to go abroad for a while. If you are fully vaccinated like me, there's a lot of countries that are starting to open up to you right now, and travel restrictions are really going to get a little bit looser towards the fall, so I've heard. Before we get into any of the other questions, obviously you can answer all of those and decide where you want to go. However, if that country is not available for you to go to, then it's just not right now, and it totally sucks. We do have to keep that in mind. Back to our regularly scheduled video. These are the following questions that you want to ask when deciding where to go for your next trip. The number one thing I say, first of all, and this is important, is when do you want to go, or when can you go? You know, a lot of people have very specific weeks that they're allowed to go. Maybe their work is shut down for a couple of weeks. Maybe you want to go during spring break, during the summer, during Christmas time, Thanksgiving. You know, when do you have a break to go? That is the most important. And most of you guys, when you ask me this question, you already know the week that you and your family, or you and your friends, or you and your husband are looking to go. And that's going to be very important because there's weather. I mean, let's face it, there's going to be a bad season for every country or every area of the US. There's going to be a good season, which also means a busy season. And then there's going to be a shoulder season. So, for example, I live in Michigan, and our shoulder season would be spring or fall. It's a great time to go. You know, summertime, everyone wants to come here because of our lakes. Wintertime, nobody wants to come here. At least I don't. I want to get out in the winter. So, you know, if you really want to come to Michigan, spring or fall would be the less busy time to go, but also an enjoyable time to go. So every single country has different climates, and honestly, it can vary by region of the country too. There's been some times that I've screwed that up for myself. My friend and I went to Guatemala and Costa Rica in October and had absolutely no idea when I booked it that it was horrible rainy season, and it rained every single day. And that, you know what, that's not even the one time that it's happened. It's happened several times. If you learn anything from this video, go during shoulder season. The next thing that I ask people is, do you want to leave the United States? And do you have a passport? You know, right now with the pandemic, passports are taking 18 weeks to come in. And a lot of people I know don't have passports. So if you don't have a passport right now, it's going to take a long time. And obviously you need a passport to get into all the other countries. But if you don't have a passport, you can stay in the US. You can go to Hawaii, you can go to Puerto Rico, you can go to the Virgin Islands. And if you do want to leave the US and you do have a passport, so proud of you. How do you want to leave the country? I mean, are you going to be intimidated by using foreign currency? Are you going to be intimidated if there's a language barrier? You know, it's very easy to go to Costa Rica and use US dollars and have people speak English, and it's not too far away from home. That's totally fine. A lot of the Caribbean or Central America would be easy for you. But if you want to go to South America, a lot of people don't speak English there, and you're going to have to use foreign currency. So kind of think about your comfort level when it comes to that. Also too, if you're leaving the US and you want to go far away, how much time do you have? Most times, if you want to go to Asia, you're technically spending 3 calendar days flying there. So if you only have a week to go, you're really only going to have 4 days by the time you fly, just because of the time difference and the amount of time that you're flying. Keep that in mind. The third biggest question that I ask is, you know, what do you want to do? And this is the question that as soon as I ask it and get the answers, I automatically know where I should send people. You know, I say, do you want to go to the beach? Do you want to hike? Do you want to sightsee? Do you want adventure? Do you want to see history? Do you want to do a cruise? Do you want to party? What do you want to do? I asked Brian this when we were trying to decide where to go on our honeymoon. And I said, do you want to relax or do you want adventure? And he said, well, can we do both? I said, sure, absolutely. So that's when we came up with South Africa for our adventure, aka our safari, and then Mozambique for our relaxing, because we were on the beach the whole time. So that really helps narrow stuff down. If you love history and you want to go on a tour and see all of these ancient ruins or see all these beautiful castles, go to the places that have a history. Go to Ireland, go to Scotland, go to Egypt and see the pyramids. All through Europe is insane with history. You want to go on a cruise? Cool. Do you want to go on a Caribbean cruise? Do you want to go on a Mediterranean cruise? Do you want to go on an Antarctic cruise? Maybe a Baltic cruise? All that kind of stuff. So after that is budget, because maybe your dream trip is going to Bora Bora. It's my dream trip too. I can't afford it. If you want to go there, take me with you. But there's a ton of really easy places to get to that are super cheap, and that really helps narrow it down. And that might take a little bit of Googling if you're new to traveling. A lot of people that haven't left the country don't necessarily know that you can totally live like a king in Indonesia for no money, or that Vietnam is one of the cheapest countries to go to. Doing a little bit of research really helps with that, but definitely keep in touch with your budget. If you're going to go to Europe, know that the euro is more than the dollar, so you're going to end up spending a little bit more. Or if you're dreaming of going to Switzerland, it's one of the most expensive places that I've gone to. Things like that, take into consideration. The next step is honestly just going to be research. And to me, that's one of my favorite parts. And when I talk to people all day long, most of you guys hate researching for a trip. And I get it. I totally understand. I can spend hours on my computer researching a trip, and it makes me so happy. It gives me butterflies. I have notes on my computer, and I have a notepad next to me, and I have a spreadsheet, and I have all sorts of stuff, and it really gets me going. It's so exciting. But I know a lot of you guys don't like to do that. So when it comes to research, I like to do Pinterest. Is probably my number one thing, because there's tons of amazing travel bloggers out there that when they come home from a country, they write up several blogs just on that country alone. If I've now narrowed it down to a couple of different places I'd like to go to, I'm gonna look on Pinterest. How cute is it? How affordable is it? What kind of food is there? How easy is it to get around? That sort of thing. So Pinterest is one of my number one things. Obviously Google too. Instagram is a huge place that I do a lot of research, at least when it comes to inspiration. For example, earlier in the year, Brian and I knew we were going to go to Nicaragua in October. It was canceled. But anyway, as soon as I booked Nicaragua, I followed everything on Instagram that had to do with Nicaragua. Restaurants or hotels were putting stuff on these different Instagram pages, and then I could like it and kind of research it, and then therefore pick my itinerary. It can really help you pick the neighborhoods that you want to go to, what to do when you get there. Maybe there's day trips. You know, if you're going to spend your entire week in Paris, like take a day trip to Versailles, take a day trip to Normandy, take a day trip to Luxembourg, that kind of thing. So that really helps you make an itinerary. So I hope all of these helped out. You still have a lot of work to do. You still have to choose it on your own. I'm not going to choose it for you, but I hope that helps. Again, when do you want to go? Do you want to leave the country? And what level of leaving the country do you want to be consumed in? What do you want to do on your vacation? That is the biggest question that helps narrow things down. What is your budget? Are you vaccinated, or do you want to jump through a bunch of hoops in order to get to a different country and come home? And then simply do your research. And that's all you need to pick where you want to go on your next vacation. Please let me know in the comments, where are you going to go on your next vacation? Personally, Brian and I are taking Nolan somewhere next week. Next week, yes, because Nicaragua was canceled and we are going elsewhere. I'm working on that video, so we're not gonna spoil it yet. Actually, I said it in my last video. Maybe you guys didn't watch it that far. Okay, we're going to Phoenix, whatever. That's where we're going. I am deciding myself where I want to go next. I have a trip the first week of December that I was supposed to go on that was canceled. So I have 6 days to travel, and I was going to go to Morocco. I had everything planned, everything booked. I was going to do a sweet desert tour, stay in Marrakesh for 2 nights. Now I have to decide what I want to do in that 5 days, and I'm literally asking myself all these same questions. So where should I go, you guys? Comment below and let me know where I should go. there's a lot of different things that I'm thinking about, and bringing you guys along is a big factor in my decision. So let me know where you want me to go, because I might take it into consideration. Alright guys, again, I hope you are subscribed and that you like this video. We will see you guys soon. Hopefully next time Brian will be here, and we'll see you later. Thanks so much.